Hello everyone, welcome to 1814. I'm Bema and you're watching and listening your favorite TV podcast. Today I have a guest, Barry Wilson, a co-owner of French restaurant Tartine de Houston. Today we're going to talk about his business, entrepreneurship, and his experience. Stay tuned. Hey Barry.
Hey, Ma, how you doing? Thanks for inviting me today.
Thank you for having us today. The thing I want to ask is, what is the concept of your restaurant?
Okay, our concept here at the restaurant is French, and then we have a little bit of Mediterranean in it as well, Mediterranean influence, because our Chef Mo, is originally from Tunisia, but he did his studies in France and in Strasbourg as well.
What do you think makes you different from other French restaurants in Houston?
The good thing about us is that we're here at La Tartine. We're a more relaxed, comfortable atmosphere. We do have a dinner menu. However, we do offer our lunch menu as well. So it has a little bit of variety of lunch and dinner in that from fine dining to more relaxed dining, but we offer all those throughout the day and evening.
What do you want it to feel your guests after they visit your restaurant?
Well, we want to make certain that each and every one of our guests are comfortable when they come here. They feel relaxed. We're very, from the feedback we've received from our guests that have come here, it's all been positive. They feel as though it's when they walk in, they're at home or they're in France. All our foods that we have here have very much French influence in them. And as a matter of fact, some of them feel as though that they haven't had food like that since they've been in France.
Why is French restaurant? Do you like French culture?
Yes, actually my mother is French.
Oh.
So I'm 50% French and 50% Texan.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So my partner is French as well.
All right, Chef Mo.
Yes, Chef Mo.
Okay. As we all know, coronavirus hit small businesses. So how do you struggle with coronavirus crisis?
With coronavirus, since we're new, we just opened up in November, and we were impacted greatly. Our breakfast lunch we had opened in December, part of November, all of November and December, and in January. Then we rolled out our dinner menu, and then unfortunately, by the impact of the pandemic here, we suffered a little bit. But when you do that, you have to look optimistically, especially as a business person. How you can be innovative and things to do in order to bring more guests in and keep them coming in.
Did you change anything in your service, like open delivery?
Yes, we changed. We had, which we didn't have before, home delivery. We also had curbside. And then with our different various wines and beers, we allowed them to carry that out as well. And then when it opened back up, we had, during that downtime, we took advantage and completely redid our patio area. And then we also worked on our banquet area as well.
Yeah, I saw your Facebook post.
Oh, yeah.
You did like your radio, like patio?
Yeah, so we have the banquet space. It's almost a point of completion. So and we've done some construction, and we have to look at it from the positive side.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I also saw in your Facebook a post. You said, after many years of searching to own a restaurant, the dream has finally come.
Yes.
Can you briefly tell me about your path to having your dream come true?
Yeah, I've been in the service industry for 30-something years, and I worked in all different types of the food industry, from country clubs to entertainment venues to restaurants. And with my partner, Chef Mo, and I, we decided as an entrepreneur, we wanted to go on our own and break away from that corporate status, our corporate life. And we had looked around at a number of restaurants, locations, and it took us quite a while, around 2 years, to finally found something that we thought would be successful, and is.
Do you think entrepreneurship is different? Entrepreneurship mind is different than corporate mind.
Yes, I do. It's 100% ownership. You're responsible. You're the last person. You're the decision maker. If you fail at something, doesn't mean fail the business, but fail at something, you learn from that and you grow from that. There's a lot of things that we did. This restaurant itself, we built it from scratch. It was initially another venue, and it took us almost 6 months to reconstruct it and build it to what we needed. There were some difficulties along the way, challenges, but we learned from that.
What obstacles did you face during this process of getting your dream, and how did you overcome that?
I think your biggest obstacle is well, first of all, you have to have a plan, and you have to be able to follow that plan as close as possible. There's going to be obstacles along the way, whether it be licensing of certain things. One of them was we were waiting for a beer and wine license, and we applied in June of 2019. We didn't receive until January 2020, and so that kind of held us back because we had a bar already set and ready to go, but unfortunately, no alcohol. But we did build it up, just like same as our banquet room. It's not ready. We can't sell it because of the COVID-19 challenges that we're having, but we're getting ready for it. So, you just take one thing at a time, and you approach that, and you look at other ways that you can overcome those challenges.
So, you were pursuing your dream like for a long time. So what was the reason not to give up and keep working? What kept you motivated?
It's just persistence. It's a dream. It's something that you have to set yourself for, and no matter what challenges that you have, the thing that kept me going is that Chef Mo and I had a plan set. We wanted it, and there's going to be, it may take a while. We waited for a few years, and we had looked at so many different places, but still we were staying on the path of what we wanted and where we wanted to go. And there were times when we even questioned ourselves. Well, maybe we can't find the ideal place, or maybe this is something that we should do it. But with the support of each other, we kept going, and here we are today.
So persistence and support.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah.
To be a successful person, you have to have habits in daily routine, which helps you to keep working and not giving up. Do you have any habits on daily basis?
As far as, you mean from an operation standpoint, or?
For example, some people waking up early and that helps them. Some people reading.
Yes.
What do you do?
The thing that we have is the support of each other. And the habit that we have is feeding off each other and coming up with different ideas, and then support of our families as well. Both our wives are there for us to support us. But I think that the habit that we have is working with each other, and I know it's relying on each other. And I think with the friendship that we have, it keeps us in line, because a habit is something that's repeated on and on again. And sometimes you may have a tendency to stray, but when that partner's there for you, it keeps a habit going and going and going. So it heads you in the right direction.
Yeah, like friends
Yeah.
and company. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So you're working every day, but how do you relax? What do you like to do?
This
on
is
the weekend?
relaxation for me.
Oh, so enjoying the
Yeah,
process.
exactly. Because, you know, in the corporate life, I mean, the other types of businesses that I worked in,
Mm-hmm.
it was actually, I may work more hours, but at least I'm happy with what I'm doing. You know, before, I was in a corporate environment
Mm-hmm.
that had a lot of pressures and a lot of demands in it.
Mm-hmm.
But here, even though it may be, you know, a little pressure because you want to be successful, but we are very comfortable here, and I enjoy coming here. There's a lot of things, you know, when you put your blood and sweat in it, and you see that it's become successful, then that's where you feel relaxed and comfortable.
Like I'm 19 and like I haven't been an entrepreneur yet, but I'm thinking being an entrepreneur takes a lot of responsibility. So what's easier for you, being entrepreneur or being a corporate worker?
Well, with you know, the difference is that with your entrepreneur, everything's new, especially if you're just starting out. So there's a lot of things in place that you have to be aware of. And in the corporate life, it's already structured for you. So it's there for you. But at the same time, you know, with all the everything that I've learned from that corporate life, I've incorporated as an entrepreneur as well. And you know, and I involved a lot of it from operations standpoint to administrative, even in back of the house, you know, the cooking standpoint. Both Mo and I go back there and cook, no matter what. So
what have you learned being a corporate worker?
Corporate, like I said, it's there's a lot of standards in place. It's a lot more demanding. You know, you're constrained. I felt as though that, you know, I had no life whatsoever. You know, you go in, clock out, and do the same thing every day. Here, you know, life is there's no time clock, but you're responsible for everything, you know, the outcome of it. But, you know, I enjoy it a lot better because you can do what you want. Now, it may not be the right thing, but you can do what you want in order to become successful. You don't have, in corporate life, you have, for instance, you have to wear a tie, you have to wear a suit, or, you know, depending on what type of business it is in the service industry. And here, you know, it's like I said, we're a relaxed atmosphere here. So it's more comfortable and relaxed, and the pressures of that are not on. Not only that, but it also, you know, you have, it's the decisions that you feel more confined with the decisions, are reluctant to make decisions on a corporate level, because although any decision you made, it has to go through different levels in order to be approved, or you know, from a higher hierarchy in order for it to be accepted. So here, this is the end decision right here.
As you know, our podcast has many viewers, young viewers, especially teenagers. So what advice would you give them to be successful in their future?
Okay, don't give up. Never give up. You know, I've tried so many different things, and we've tried. Mo and I have looked at different things, and you, like you said, you have to be persistent in what you do. You're gonna run into issues all the time, and I can go through 101 that we've had trying to open up different venues and different locations, and have been successful, but we never gave up. We just kept going on and on, and you know, if you're headstrong with that, then no matter what, you're going to be successful. There are going to be bumps in the road, but just keep going no matter what.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you
for your advice.
You bet.
I hope you guys find it useful and interesting. Stay tuned, follow our Spotify, follow our YouTube and Instagram. See you soon.